Hi, so today I'm going to introduce you to the Diva Dubai website. You go online, you click www.divadubai.com, enter. Once you get on the website, go on to our different sections. We have the model sections, the promoters, the cast, the stylists, the locations, the photographers, entertainers, events. That's your international, Diva International model section, your productions, your stock images, and you have a show card where you can save the models that you want to see. We have a little introduction about us, the work that we've done, the training that we offer, how you can register and be a model with us, or a photographer, or a makeup artist. We have the office images in our locations, and then you have all our contact details. We also have our contact details here as well. We have the location map right there. These are the different companies that are part of the Diva group, which is Diva Lady Salon, Diva Dubai Stock, Diva Laundry, NM Investments, DivaDubai.com, Diva Doha, Diva Kuwait, Diva Turkey, Diva Pakistan, Diva Models India, and Diva Models Bahrain. Now, when you go into the model section, we have different categories of models, right? So we have your male model, female model, boy model, girl model. Your boy model, girl models are generally very young models. Under your age category, which you have for your boy or your girl models, you have different ethnicities, which is Indian, Oriental, European, African, Arabic, or Mediterranean. You have categories, which are international, model 1, model 2, out of town, new face, celebrity. In specialization, you have fashion shows, hands, feet, MC, and host. Now, let's start with our female models. Okay. Now, in our female models, ethnicity is defined by the way the model looks. So even if a model has a British passport but is Indian, you'd actually click Indian. Well, you cannot click more than one category because that model has to click that category. Now, in the event you have a model who's, let's say, blonde, right? And you'd definitely go for European. If you have a model who's light skinned, dark eyes, dark hair, you'd go for Mediterranean. If you have a model who's dark skinned, African features, you'd go for African. And then you have the very Arabic looking model. And then you have the Oriental looking model for any model who's from Far East. Now, going to the categories. International model, there are three categories primarily. So, international category has models who have very, very strong portfolios. The model 1 category is for those models who are like the international models but have been in Dubai for more than a year. And model 2 category is for those models who are around but don't have very strong tear sheets. And then you have the new faces of models who are completely new with no tear sheets at all. Now, in category, you can choose only one category, right? Under specialization, we have fashion shows, hands, feet, MC, which is master of ceremony or host. So let's say if a model does fashion shows, you need to click that. But this, you have to cast the model yourself and see if the model can actually do fashion shows and not just claim to do fashion shows. Hands and feet are for those models who have good hands and feet and who've actually modeled their hands and feet before. And MC are for those models who actually, are TV presenters or master of ceremonies. And hosts are those who do hostesses or hostessing. Now let's do a quick search on our models. No, it's your card. Same thing. Now, in our international models, you can click onto any of the model portfolios. You have the composite card. You have 9 images, right? You can actually see their full catalog by clicking this. And then you scroll across to see their entire book, which is approximately 15 images of the model. Right now, it's very important when you are loading, you actually do realize that you have the best composite close-up for the model. You have maximum number of tear sheets as different as possible. You do not want to put 2 tear sheets in the same shoot right next to each other. You want to make this look as varied as possible. If there are pictures that are long and need to be, and cannot fit into the vertical format, you have to split them into 2 to have the horizontal format. Now, do bear in mind that it's very important that you need to make the model look as versatile and as beautiful as possible. You can also download this as a PDF by doing that, right? And then you can save it as well. Now, you can also print the composite card if you want. If you print it, it automatically gets into the printing format, and then so you have the composite card like this. This is formatted to fit an A4 sheet, which you just print out and automatically fold and paste. Now, if you want to send it as an email, you just click it, and then it comes up as a composite card like that. You can copy the images by clicking this. You can also add this to your shortlist, which will go directly into your show card. Right? So if you want to check all the models you've added, you can actually go back to your show card and you'll see that your models are actually added there. See? Now, coming back, the next section that we have is promoters. Now, it's very important that models who don't do any promotions are not put into this category, but only models who do promotion or hostessing that sit in this category. Ideally, in this category, we have the hostesses, the promoter 1 and the promoter 2. In category, you can choose more than one category because you obviously choose between hostess, promoter 1 and promoter 2, one of the three. And then you have hands, feet, out of town or host. If ever you click out of town in the models category or the promoter category, you cannot click the other sections because it goes automatically, out of town models. Languages, you can have more than one languages for each of the models or promoters. You have ethnicity. Now, in promoters, it is very vital for you to understand that ethnicity is based on the languages that they speak and not only on the way they look, right? And of course, if there's a model who has like a strong portfolio who can pass off as a really good model, a promoter who is, she definitely goes in the hostess category because that's the beginning of our website. In this, we have male and female options. And then we have different cities. We have Abu Dhabi, Ajman, Alain, Bahrain, Doha, Dubai, Fujairah, India, Kuwait, Oman, Ras Al Khaimah. We used to have like all the other cities, but now we have other websites for these cities. So obviously we don't have anybody in Doha anymore because that doesn't exist anymore, which needs to be changed, right? And then we have to go into cast. Now, cast are models who basically don't really have a good book, but they make great casts, like fathers, mothers, grandmothers, grandfathers, right? So we have male and female section. We have age adult, mid-age, and old age. When we say adult, it's anybody over the age of 21 and who goes all the way to like say 35. Mid-age is from 35 to let's say 50, and old age is 50 onwards. Ethnicity, again, here you can choose only one, like the model category, depending on the way they look and not what passport they hold or what languages they speak. And specialization as well, you can have many. Going down to stylists. Diva has many stylists on board. We have out of town hairstylists, makeup stylists, food stylists, prop stylists, wardrobe stylists, hair and makeup. Certain stylists are not only makeup artists, but they also hairstylists. So they actually have a section of their own called hair and makeup. So it's very important that whenever you have any stylists, you ask them, do you do only makeup or do you do makeup and hair? And if they do, then you load them accordingly. Again, for the stylist, it's very vital that the composite cards always have very strong pictures showing them off as a great stylist. So you want to put their strongest pictures right in front because that's what people see as the thumbnails. And then if you click that respective picture, the composite card should also be very strong. Very important. When you go to locations, Diva claimed itself to be one of the best in the region for locations. We have bookers who are specialized in locations. We have every location like yachts to different aircrafts to, let's say, villas, majlises, hotels. Please have a look at our location list so that you are aware of what are the different locations we require. It's very important to also know the different permits that we require. When it comes to entertainers, it is very important that all bookers know all the different categories that we have in entertainers, like acrobats, actors, balloon twisters, bartenders, belly dancers, choreographers, carnival activities, cheerleaders, choreographer, clown and jugglers, comedians, dancers Arabic, dancers Bollywood, dancers cultural, dancers hip hop break dance, dancers Latin, dancers bubble, dancers carnival, dancers ballet, dancers contemporary, dancers fire, dancers LED, DJs, drummer, e-companies. These are for event companies that we subcontract, so we keep their details too. Fashion show choreographers, hypnotists, magicians, mascots, mimic artists, musicians, band, out of town, singers, sports, stilt walkers, voiceovers. There are artists that we represent who are also international, so we generally put them in out of town. It is very important we do understand all these different categories, so that's why when somebody comes to load, you need to know right away in which section we'll be loading them. So if somebody comes as a dancer, you need to know under what section of the dancers you'll actually load them. In terms of what is a choreographer? A choreographer is somebody who obviously does choreography, right? If you have any questions on any of these categories, it's very important to bring that to the attention of one of the bookers who can help you guide you through that.